Have a look at how to use the image trace options on Illustrator. So you can see I've got a vector that I've just found online here of some headphones. Essentially what image trace does is allow you to turn things into vectors. I think it will make more sense if I just do it. So if I just select this image, if I go to Window on my top menu and I go to Image Trace, so Window and Image Trace, and if I click on that it will bring up these options, and there's quite a lot you can do with this. I'll show you a few things, but you can obviously have a play around with it yourself. If I click on Preview, it essentially traces what is there. Now it doesn't really look like anything's happened at the moment, but if I go to Object and Expand, you'll see that it gives me these options, and it sort of breaks this image down into the different shapes, it creates a vector. So I just click off it, click on that one area of the headphones. If I go to my select menu at the top and go to same fill color, you can see it will just select all those black bits, and as you would expect you can then sort of play around with sort of changing the colors. So it's quite nice. You've got that as a separate vector on it all, and it sharpens up all the edges. It's quite a useful tool to use. So if you're making anything that needs sharp edges, this is really helpful. You can also use it on any type of image. So I'm just going to show you how it would work on a photo. So if I click on here, you've got in your drop down in your image trace options, you've got options for it to just be black and white. So if I click on preview here, you can see it just turns it into a sort of black and white image. Now you could expand that and you could change it into like a 2-color image, but I'm not going to do that now. I'm just going to show you a couple of other things. So you've got color, grayscale, black and white in that menu, but you've also got all these different types of tracing options. So I'll just do that 3-color one, I think, just to show you what it does. So you can change the amount of colours, but it's essentially turned that photo into 3 different colours, and then you can expand that, and you've got each different colour as a separate section then, so you can see how you could play around with editing that as well. So it's quite nice to sort of play around with the image trace options. You might find something interesting to do. Obviously that doesn't look great, but in terms of turning things into a vector, it's a very effective technique.